Hier in the bush, maar het me om is danke ek en daring tikkel vrees my.
The first fly I like to tie in this program is called the Black Pennell, after the angler and naturalist Mr. H. Cholmondeley Pennell, who invented the fly in the late 1800s. It was an immediate success in Scottish lakes and soon came to Ireland, and even Mr. Raymond Richard Robinson catches the odd fish on it.
Which fly is it on?
You really want to know? It's the Black Pennell.
On the Black Pennell.
Well, that's what you say it is.
It is a Black Pennell, tied by the master himself. Now what is going here? The fish back in?
Yeah.
You should catch the big ones like I do on Black Pennels. What's up, man?
He's in there. Oh, he's in. Into the reeds. God, you couldn't get any farther through there.
Now put a bit of pressure on and then bang on
There is
that.
pressure.
Yeah, that sometimes agitates them very much. And now give it a steady pull.
Like that. I'll try and lift it out.
Oh!
Oh. Black Pennell.
That's what it took?
Yeah.
The Black Pennell?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Make a feed anyway.
Yeah, perfect. Catch it!
Above the water there, the dropper. Good fish that. I told you catch fish when the midges are out.
Great.
Big fish.
Oh, what's he doing?
I tried to throw it away then. Try again, knock it off, fella.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect trout, Mr. Robinson.
What about that?
And the Black
There's the
Pennell.
Black Pennell stuck on his nose.
Look at it. Great fishing, Mr. Robinson.
Oh,
Great stuff altogether.
As you can see, we catch quite a few fish on our Black Pennels. Brown trout as well as sea trout. They taste best, of course, when prepared as fresh as possible.
yeah, here's a good one to do.
So at least we caught a few fish.
Yeah,
For the smoker.
yeah.
Where did you get them on? Don't put the sawdust on there. That
Oh,
is
don't you put
for
the
sake.
Why don't you put sawdust in?
You put the herb mixture onto it. It's
Oh,
in
well,
the
why
brown in the brown thing.
Oh, you. I get you swearing from Ted. I don't know why that is.
Yeah. You probably is. Look. Right.
For me, the Black Pennell has always worked best when there were little black insects or black gnats on the water, but as a matter of fact you are nowhere completely wrong in Ireland with a Black Pennell on your cast. The hook sizes for Mr. Pennell's most famous invention vary from 6 or 8 to a tiny size 16. This one is a size 12, perfect for a trout fly. The first thing you need, like always, is good strong tying thread. This one was bought in a haberdashery. and is just unwaxed sewing thread, but it does the job perfectly. For my wet fly tying, I actually prefer unwaxed thread. It sucks up the drop of varnish much better and makes the fly sink. So I bring this to about opposite the barb, and in goes the first segment or element of our fly, which is the tag. I make that up from silver wire, and I secure this with a good couple of turns now and bring it around the hook shank 3 times. Not more, otherwise the thing looks overdone. I get the silver wire out of the way now and take my golden pheasant tippet feather, tear off a few of those fibers, tie them in as a tail, and leave them a bit longer than I would do with any other fly. And we are ready to tie in the body material, which is nothing else but black floss. Secure this and bring the tying thread forward towards the eye, but leaving enough space to tie in the hackle later. But first I have to tie a nice slim body with the floss, bringing one turn right in front of the other and make sure that there are no gaps in between. I catch this with a tying thread, secure it, cut off, leaving 2 or 3 millimeters, which get tied in later. Now I take up the silver wire again and rib the body of the fly. Just 3 or 4 times around the body is more than enough. And there we have the body of our Black Pennell. I secure this again with a tying thread and cut it off, leaving again 3 millimeters or so. Now I take a feather out of this here cape with fibers just about hook length, maybe a wee bit longer, and I take off the fluff, just tear it off like that, and then I cut it into shape. But I keep this little bit to clean up the eye later, after the varnish has been applied. Now I tie this in 5 or 6 times around. Make sure that this feather doesn't slip when I'm winding it around the hook shank now. And I use these hacker pliers and just bring it around 2 or 3 turns, not more. That's just about right. I catch it again with a thread, secure it, and cut off the surplus, just like that. Now, the most treasured instrument of the fly tyer is the whip finisher. It does nothing else but produce a knot and a head for the fly at the same time. So I turn this around about a dozen times or so, and there we have an almost finished Black Pennell. Cut off the tying thread, and the last bit missing now is the drop of varnish, which holds the whole thing together. But be careful not to get in contact with the hackle fibers, because that would prevent the fibers from acting alive underwater. I just clean up the eye hole, as Mr. Robinson would say, with that wee piece of feather I cut off earlier, and there we have a Black Pennell.
The topic of how could I mean happy? Finish it on the gash and look at the gobble through.